Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Welcome to the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama. Today, I just want to do an update on the video that I did of gambling on a sealed jazz record from 1963. And in that video, if you watched it, I bought this album called Bird Lives that was sealed and had an issue with it. And I didn't expect the person that sold it to me to give me a replacement because, it's not their fault that, that they had no way of knowing that this sealed record from 1963 was going to have a defect in it. And the name of the store, by the way, on eBay is called coltrane-lives-forever. So if you're looking for a reliable, reputable seller that sells records, that stands behind their stuff, I would recommend them. It's called it says the Vinyl Collectible Store. Coltrane Lives Forever is the seller name. So, but in the reason, I emailed them and I just said, hey, I have a defective pressing of this Coltrane Lives Forever that I bought from you. And I said, do you have another one that you might be able to sell me at a discount because this one had a defect? So I don't know if you have any ones left. Or if you have any others that are not sealed, I'd be happy to buy that from you. And he goes, I happen to have an open one here. I'll send it to you for free. So I was very grateful that he did that. So this is the one I just got today. And this one sounds fine. It's used. I just had to clean it off. But one interesting thing that I wanted to point out, which I did not notice when I took it out, because I'm not that familiar with these old Veejay records. But if you look at this Veejay record and you look in the dead wax, it says mono on it. The same thing in the other one. The other record says mono, but the jacket says stereophonic. And so that kind of threw me for a loop because I didn't notice it at first when I took it out. And on a live record like this was recorded in Chicago, 1962. A lot of those, you can't really hear that much of a stereo separation. A lot of times, it just doesn't really come through that clear sometimes on some of these. So I really didn't notice it. I was listening to it and I was like, I pulled the record back off to look at it. And sure enough, this one here also that came in the stereophonic jacket is a mono pressing. It says mono right in the dead wax. There's no stereo. All the Veejays from this time that are stereo actually have a stereo stamp on there. I didn't know that. So if anybody out there knows anything about this, please leave your comments because I went online and did some searching to find out if there were issues with record companies, at this time putting out stuff, mono records in a stereo jacket. And sure enough, some people had left some comments on some different forums saying that they had bought stereophonic pressing on not just Veejay, but on a couple of other labels. And inside the jacket, though, was a mono pressing. But this one certainly says stereophonic. It has the SR 3033 identifier. And on the back, it has two identifiers, one which is, I think, the mono and one which is the stereo. But the jacket itself says stereophonic on it. So I found that to be very interesting. Anyways, I do have a good copy of it now. I listened to this today. So I just wanted to do a follow-up on that just to let you guys know what happened and how that turned out. So I kind of called this part 2 update of that that video that I had done. So things ended up turning out fantastic thanks to a good seller on eBay who, happened to have another one and sent it to me at no charge. So again, the name of that store is Coltrane Lives Forever, the Vinyl Collectible Shop. Just type that in for the record seller and you'll find that. And they have a lot of different jazz records and stuff on there. So I'll be buying from them again, that's for sure. I really appreciate them doing that. They didn't have to do that, send me a replacement. I've been working on doing those reviews for the Thelonious Monk box set. And I wanted to be able to give some historical background as I do those reviews for those 7 records in that Acoustic Sounds box set from Riverside. So I've been reading this biography here on Monk. and I've been started on this biography from Monk. So I'm getting a little bit of background on him so that when I do those reviews, I can give you guys a little bit of historical background on a particular record that I'm reviewing. I think that's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that. So those will be coming up. Hopefully I'll be able to get started. I'm hoping this weekend. If not, I'm hoping at the very beginning of next week, I'm going to start putting those out, those reviews. So I wanted to kind of make sure that those were well done, and I'm putting together kind of in Word format some of that historical information so that when I'm doing that review, I can kind of look up on the screen and make sure that I'm giving you some of the pertinent facts that relate to those particular albums. It just makes it fun for me to do that, and hopefully you guys get some useful information. I did have 2 new records coming in that I'm going to do reviews on after I'm done with those, but I did get this Takeo Moriyama that was went on sale on Amazon. This is wonderful. I listened to this online. I really dug it. I noticed that it was on sale on Amazon, so I grabbed it and picked it up. It's still sealed here, 2 record set live, so I'm excited about that. And then this Peacemaker by Perhusby Septet went on sale as well, and I've been wanting to get this. It's kind of more of a big band type thing, but it's really cool. You can go listen to this on Amazon Music, but I really dug it, and it also went on sale. The dangers of when something goes on sale online, and you've got, I have a big wish list, and it goes on sale, and I end up buying stuff that, anyways, spending too much money on records. The same old story for a lot of you. So that's just an update on that. I just want to let you guys know how that all turned out for me. It turned out well, and I do have a usable copy now of The Bird Lives. And again, the dilemma there with the record being mono and in the jacket saying stereo. If you guys know anything about that, please leave it in the comments, because that's something that would be nice to know. If that was something that happened back then, they didn't have a stereo pressing, they stuck a mono in there, or it was an accident. But both of those, and the initial one I got was sealed, and I have no reason to believe that was, resealed or anything, because you could tell that wrapping paper was kind of brittle, and it, did not look like it was resealed or anything like that. And then this one, of course, being a used record, but it is the same pressing here that came with this one, and it is mono in the dead wax with a stereophonic jacket. So if you guys know anything about that, leave your comments. Again, I always love learning from you guys out there. So stay tuned for those Thelonious Monk reviews. They're coming up. I'm pretty excited about those. And we'll talk to you later, and happy listening to all. Take care.